Good day, this is Sean Sharp, and today we'll be looking at our Scotchman 350 saw. This is our circular cold saw. This is a power clamp, power down, and a variable speed model. This saw has a high-speed steel blade, so we can process parts like unistrut, all thread, as well as non-ferrous parts like copper and PVC. So this particular saw here is an advanced feed system. And we have our advanced feed system set up here, which will help maximize your production runs. It will maximize your productivity as well as minimize your minimum remnants, because this particular system has a remnant reduction or optimization feature. So this is very ideal for mechanical contractors who are wanting to cut strut and copper. One of the big advantages to a Scotchman cold saw is this high-speed steel blade. It produces extremely accurate cut parts, okay? This high-speed steel blade will cut for an 8-hour shift, consecutive run. So after we've done 8 hours of cutting, we can remove this blade and resharpen it for $25 to $30. So this is a completely resharpenable blade, and we can get a lot of resharpens out of this. Every time we resharpen this blade, we lose a 1/16 of an inch. So you could potentially get up to 30 sharpens out of a single blade. So we're going to use our advanced feed system machine here and use it as a go-to stop. So simply all I have to do is walk up to the machine and tell it the dimension I want, and we can use it as an out-feed quick stop. So right now I want a part, let's say 121 inches. And the machine will move to that dimension. We can use it now as a dead stop. So now, using this system as an outfeed measuring device, I have a 120-inch part. I can do the same thing repetitively. If I want to make it a 115-inch outfeed part, it's simply walking up to the device and typing the dimension. Making my cut. Okay, so it's very simple to use as an outfeed measuring device in a hurry. Now we'll be using our advanced feed system in fully automatic mode. We've got a small part list here of only 3 cuts. So we're going to go ahead and get this rolling in automatic. You can see here on the screen, it's got my 4 cuts loaded up. And if we wanted to, if these cuts exceeded my raw stock, we could optimize these cuts. Right now I'm just doing a test run of 2-inch length parts. We're going to go ahead and hit run. So we're first doing a trim cut. Now we can see we're into cutting our individual parts. You can see our parts being crossed off as they go through the list. They're also displayed here. Run is complete. No parts left in the list. So now we've changed materials to some all thread. This looks like 5/8 all thread. Pretty stout stuff. And we are now going to use our pusher mode, a different type of screen for going fully automatic. This one's a little simpler to use for me, and you can enter in the quantities on the fly. So go ahead and make a cut. Machine's ready to load. I've already done that ahead of time. Go ahead and get started. The nice thing about a cold saw is when we're cutting all threads, we're going to get a burr-free cut. So we won't have to deburr the end of this nut. Now I'm only cutting small sample pieces, but this will leave a virtually burr-free cut. So I can take my 5/8 nut and thread it up right as I'm finished cutting. Get you in a little closer. You can also see the machine is telling us which part it's cutting. All right, run complete. Thank you, sir. Now, let's have a look at our parts. No need to deburr that. Now I have some 2.5-inch Schedule 40 pipe. I'm going to use the same blade we've been using. Go ahead and we're going to make this a 15-inch part using this as an outfeed measuring device. Let's make that a 14-inch part. Cold saw gets its name because all that heat is transferred to the chip. A nice clean cut. Mild steel, stainless steel, unistrut, and next up we're going to do some copper using the same blade. "14 inches on the nose." So now we're going to cut some copper on the same saw. So now we've been able to cut unistrut, all thread, steel pipe, as well as copper pipe, all using the same saw with our advanced feed system. The advanced feed system helping us to minimize our remnants down to their minimal amount and optimizing the raw stock in this facility. So we finished looking over here at this CPO350 advanced feed system saw. We're going to go over to the other side of the shop and have a look at the saw they're using to cut copper. Now, we've also paused the run midway here, so if someone needed to come up and make a part, they could simply go to stop mode, and then we could go back into auto list and resume this run. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Had already added the all thread dimension and length and how many needed onto the unistrut that it corresponded with. So that's actually a very smart way to save on labels and keep everything together. Good day, this is Sean Sharp from Scotchman Industries, and today I'll be showing you our SUP600 upcut non-ferrous saw. This particular saw has a advanced feed system on it. The advantage of this advanced feed system is we can reduce our remnant down to the minimal amount. We can maximize our profit by making the most out of our raw stock and getting the smallest amount of remnant possible. So I'm going to go ahead and use this in fully automatic here for a moment. and then we'll use it as a set point or just a go-to measuring system. It can do both. Right now I've got a 1.25" Schedule 40 pipe. This is a PVC pipe set up for the sawing application, and we'll be sawing PVC pipe and copper on this particular job. So we're going to go ahead and throw it into automatic mode right here. The first thing I need to do is measure my raw stock. So in this particular instance, I've just grabbed a piece of scrap out of the bin. So if I had a brand new piece of stock, I know that measurement's going to be 244 inches. I don't ever have to measure it. But if I'm trying to maximize the company's profit, I can always grab some raw stock out of the bin that I know I can complete my cut list with. So when I'm grabbing scrap stock, I need to go ahead and take a measurement and let the machine know how long that stock is. So this is measuring 63 inches. So we're going to go ahead and enter in our raw stock value, which is 63 inches, into my cut list here. Right here is my stock weight. It's currently 63 inches. Okay. Now all I have to do is go ahead and hit the go button, cut list. We are performing a 1-inch trim cut, and then it'll run the rest of the list. And as you can see here, it is showing us where we're at in the cut list as it's cutting, which part is being cut. Once the machine has finished its job, I'm going to hit the one complete done button, and now it's on to the next cut list. Here's our completed parts. So that's the little cut list. You are fine, go ahead and hit the fit part to load out. It will run back to your load position. Now we're grabbing on the stick. Go on in like that. Load her up in there and you'll just kind of push that other one through. There you go. Roller, make sure she's holding. All right, once I got her in there, I want to make sure that I'm ready. That, yes. Go ahead and put your hand against the here and go ahead and hit it on. There you go. Mike. Yes, sir. Oh. Just the one spot. Now you do what you want.
So this is pretty much telling us it's going to do 5 pieces out of it.
Yep. Basically showing you through as you're doing them, checking them off. I'm going to tell you which one's cut, and the next one's cutting at 50 through. Oh, okay. And then the next one after that's going to be like 50. Now again, if this two ever starts rolling away, that's where you're going to have it. Again, you can see it spiraling. Your ship's going through there real nice.
It's twisting it with the blue roller, right?
Yep. It's holding it real good and stuff. And if you ever get it a blue spot there, okay.
So right now, technically, I can just load a bunch of 2-inch on here and just...
Dude, just watch when you hit done, get parts and load out. Hit the parts and load out, grab the piece, load up.
Just tell them it's on the
and run. I mean, you can just chew through material now.
Put 15 minutes in manual and the other ones will be really fast manual energy. That's not the way we want to do it. No. It's a workaround.
So, where are we
Just
at?
remember, Will, these little 6s are trash.
Yeah, this last one.
That's an IT guy. He's got, last I heard him say, is he's got his field selected the way you guys run them, but there's a snag on the index number, and he's saying his cut list to get formatted by our RazorGage. It's this procedure, they give you a template, and then once that's that, that's a one-time thing. One-time thing.
Then we have
And you have that mapping stage. You just enter it in.
formatted the same way.
So if you're, say for example, if you need to change your
So we're going to get enough time.
format, Excel spreadsheet format to complement your watch, you're going to want to keep it with this. You're going to have to do it back and watch one more time.
Send it. So every time we change it,
Yeah.
want to send it to the software.
I don't.
And then should the Wi-Fi or something go out, this is our workaround.
Yeah.
Plugging it in.
Yeah, they didn't love putting it in by hand manual, but 15 minutes.
That's how we do our speeder.
So, yeah, the rule of thumb is 30 seconds on a tape measure. So, that 15 minutes is usually an income. And then the cycle time's obviously much better.
Well, you got to mark it out, you cut it, you got to clean it, then you come down, you got to label it.
So we're doing good. I think we're done. We're doing okay. Say a word.
We're good?
Hard to keep these pipes on the fucking...
No, you're good. I got to load more parts.
You got to bring it.
Pick up the pace, Will.
I won't hit start till you're ready, Will.
Yeah. He's super good. He can do this all the time. I like to do that. That's why I got a little over here. I mean, if you're really rolling, yeah, especially once you have a downloaded cut list, yeah, it could be. And if it's 5 minutes, you want to that label makes the label.
Ready?
This whole thing is an auto work.
something out for you to give you some really good accurate loading. And then you just want to make sure you get your roller, tap off the good. Yep. Now go ahead and run.
Big one, that's gonna try to pull off in the team. We'll be ready because the next truck's gonna try to pull off. You got an issue.
Okay, I just see what happened right here. I see it catch that trim piece, and then it just bumped it, and so you got a torque warning. Everybody come see that. That's normal. All you do is have to hit reset fault.
Okay.
Make sure your clamp is jammed, hit reset fault. And then you're going to have to, don't hit cancel run because then you have to take the trim cut.
Okay.
If you hit continue, it'll take up right where it left off and go. Now if there was an issue where you could not clear that jam, you'd have to.
If you would have raised that, would that be...
You can raise it. It will,
Alright,
as
this
long
one's
as
gonna
you're,
try to do that too.
as long as you're still in that if you try to open it,